Welcome back to the Truth Factory. Donald Trump gave a speech at a Boy Scout jamboree and the left has lost their minds. Take a look at them going nuts over this. This is literally how they are framing this.
Ihr seid heute hier in diesem Muschel nur ein Ausschnitt dessen, was außer ihr über ganz Deutschland steht. Und wir möchten nun, dass ihr, deutsche Jungs, uns von Deutschland hoffen. Wir wollen ein Volk sein. Und ihr, meine Jugend.
Comparing Trump's speech to Hitler's youth? Come on. You're only saying this because he slayed the speech and you need something to pick him apart with. Better go with Hitler. Do you want to know why that crowd of over 40,000 people were cheering USA and Trump, Trump, Trump? It's because they like him a lot, and so do a lot of other people, and that is why he is sitting in the White House right now instead of Hillary Clinton, who is about as likable as a colonoscopy on your birthday. I can see why the liberal media would be scared though. These Boy Scouts make up Generation Z. Born between 1996 and 2010, which is said to be the most conservative generation since World War II. And Republicans don't watch fake news, and young people don't watch the news at all. They watch YouTube, right-wing YouTube. Yup. Covfefe News Network. So CNN, you can try your clickbait titles like your BuzzFeed to get some millennials, but in another 4 years, Generation Z will start voting. And this is why Trump will win the next election, and they know it. In fact, Generation Z is showing to be so right-wing, some are even referring to them as Generation Zyklon, which I can't get into on my channel or it will get deleted. Like, these kids are even more right-wing than I am on a lot of issues, and guess what? This was happening long before Trump came into office. According to a study, almost 60% of Gen Z respondents in the UK describe their views on same-sex marriage, transgender rights, and marijuana legalization as conservative or moderate, compared to the whopping 83% of millennials who call themselves very liberal on these issues. The Gen Z participants were even 10 times more likely than millennials to dislike tattoos and body piercings and are far more fiscally conservative. A majority of Generation Z says they probably will not attend college as they don't want crippling student loans. Generation Z is also surprisingly more religious than their preceding generations, attending organized weekly church services at about twice the rate of millennials, Gen Xers, and the baby boomers. It sounds like we're going into a futuristic Mad Men timeline here. Traditional values with new technology. Yeah, it's the Jetsons. I can't wait to live in the sky. Yes. This almost makes me want to have a kitten just so we can be in the meme war together now. Anyway, CNN took Trump's Boy Scout speech. They clipped out about 30 seconds out of the full 40-minute speech where he says anything political, which, by the way, they were cheering for. He knows his crowd, and then said he's a Nazi. Well, my father was a Boy Scout leader, and both my brothers were highly decorated Boy Scouts, and I was even at the jamborees myself when I was really little, and this is how I viewed his speech.
Through scouting, you also learn to believe in yourself, so important, to have confidence in your ability, and to take responsibility for your own life. When you face down new challenges, and you will have plenty of them, develop talents you never thought possible, and lead your teammates through daring trials, you discover that you can handle anything, and you learn it by being a scout. It's great.
That was pure inspiration. That speech turned boys into men. And also, according to anonymous sources, something big is going to start happening tonight and tomorrow, and it might be related to Debbie Wasserman Schultz and how Imran Awan was detained at the airport where he was trying to flee back to Pakistan. So I will cover that when I know more details. Thanks to all my supporters. A link to my Patreon in the description. Have a great night. Meow.